Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Vishakha Shelke from Universal College Department of Computer Engineering. Our today's topic is support vector machine. This topic will come under the supervised learning. Okay, so SVM is what? SVM comes under the supervised learning method, supervised learning algorithm. Okay, where we will divide the given data points into two different classes. It is basically classification problem. But as the training data is provided, okay, and we know the output level, we are provided with the label data also, and output class is known, so that's why it comes under the supervised learning method. SVM is widely used for many applications in when if you decide to implement any application using the machine learning, then your first priority will be or most of the time SVM is widely selected. It is just because of it is success. Okay, it is error rate of SVM is very less, because SVM generally whenever we want to find class of any data point, okay, so SVM is well suitable for those points, okay, which are not linear separable. Okay, linear separable means what? It is clear to separate those data points. But even if data points are not linearly separable, still because of the kernel method of our SVM, we can easily identify the class of that data item. Okay, so that's why SVM is widely used because of the use of kernel method. Next is, so that thing which I have explained is written here. Okay, the SVM is of course supervised machine learning algorithm used for classification as well as the regression. Generally what we are going to exactly use here, we will be use one of the kernel method, which is also called as a mapping function, which transforms the given data into given input space into the feature space. Okay, whatever the input data is there, we will apply the mapping function so that the data point will be transformed into higher dimensional space. Okay, then after that SVM identify the class with the help of hyperplane. Okay, so let's see what do you mean by the hyperplane. Generally, if there are linear SVM and non-linear SVM. There are two different classes. If data is linear separable, okay, then it is easy to identify the class distinguished line between the given data point. Suppose in this diagram, if there are two different classes clearly visible. Okay, the size and weight is given, and accordingly we are going to identify whether that particular person belongs to either which category, men or women. Okay, so it is clear that this we can clearly draw a single line, okay, separating line, which will divide this data point into two different classes. But problem is what? How to find the separating line, which is also called as the hyperline or hyperplane. Okay, so what do you mean by the separating hyperplane? So by this we can see that the generally if you want to divide this given data point into two different classes, we can find find the classification line like this. Okay, but how we can, there are different possibilities. Okay, either we can draw fine line here nearby this point or nearby this point. So what will be the how exact hyperplane for the given point? Okay, so that's why we call that's see this diagram. Okay, so there are different options for us by which we can divide the given point into two different classes. We can draw line like this. Okay, we can draw line like this or this. There are different options. Okay, but what will be the exact hyperplane which will divide the to any data point into the correct class? Okay, so that's why the concept is hyperplane and margin. Okay, we have to find out the hyperplane such that, okay, we have to identify hyperplane such that it will consider the maximum margin from the border from the border data. or boundary points. Okay, one of we have as we have seen here, there are different selection for the given hyperplane. If we select this green, okay, if we select this green line as a hyperplane, then what is the problem, okay, which we can see in this diagram. Okay, so if we select this green as a hyperplane, then you can find there are 3 data points from the given training data, but because of the wrong selection of the hyperplane, they in our diagram they represent the another class. Okay, so that's why the objective of our SVM is finding optimal separating hyperplane. Okay, optimal separating hyperplane, because so that we can correctly classify the given training data. Okay, and we can generalize the data for the testing set very efficiently. Okay, so if you want to find the maximum, so our question will be what is the margin and how we can select the optimal hyperplane. Dear student, we have to prepare this question because this is the one of the theory question which is frequently asked in our topic SVM. Okay, what is SVM, or what is margin, because the define support vector machine, or explain how margin can be computed, or how optimal hyperplane can be decided. These are the frequent questions. So the point which I am going to explain further is the point which you have to prepare for the exam as a point of theory question. Okay, so this question is what is margin and how to select optimal hyperplane with the help of margin. So let us understand what do you mean by the margin first. So as you have seen that in this diagram, this is the hyperplane. Okay, this is the hyperplane which is correctly dividing the two different classes. Okay, so margin is the distance between the boundary points and the hyperplane. Okay, if you consider this class main, then this data point is called as the boundary point, because you can see that after this point and this hyperplane there is no single point is here. Okay, these data points are far away from the hyperplane. Similarly, in this class these two data points are on the boundary line, okay, or margin line. Okay, you can clearly see that there are no data point lies in between this hyperplane, which is denoted by the black color, and the margin line, which is denoted by the red color. Why we want maximum margin? Okay, if we find maximum margin, then definitely we can see that if you find correct hyperplane, okay, then with the help of margin you can clearly identify any data point. Okay, for any data point by plotting it onto the highest dimension, and you can identify which particular class it belongs. Okay, why we want maximum margin? You can clearly see that there are no data points lies in between the margin line and hyperplane. Okay, there are no data points in between margin line and the hyperplane. Okay, maximum, if we have larger margin, then it is easier to identify the class. Okay, if we find small margin, then all boundary points will be closer to the hyperplane. So for testing data it can identify, so it may be chances that it will identify the classes wrongly. So finding correct margins, okay, are the important for finding the hyperplane. Okay, so see this, what do you mean by the margin? So given a particular hyperplane, okay, matlab hyperplane is already provided. Now your point is, or your task is finding the margin line. So we can compute the distance between the hyperplane and the closest data point. Okay, once we get this value, if we double, we will get the margin. Example, okay, see this, distance between the closest point to the optimal hyperplane. Okay, margin is what? The distance between closest data point and the hyperplane. If we double the distance, if you plot the same distance here, okay, you can get the second margin also. So given a particular hyperplane, we can compute the distance between hyperplane and the closest data point. Once we have this value, if we double it, we will get whatever we will get is called as the margin. Equally distributed. Now see, it's not the case that here you can clearly see that these two data points are on the boundary line. Okay, this one is boundary line, so it's not the case. Okay, so margin covers the boundary, line. Okay, so basically margin is and margin is what? Margin is the particular area or where you will have never seen a data point inside that margin. Okay, you won't see any data point which will lies in between the margin. Okay, so as our discussion, if the margin is very small, then there will be chances that data points will appear to the closest to the hyperplane, or so that then it may possible that it will classify the data. It will not classify the data as per the training set. Okay, it will not work well with the unseen data. For computing the margin, okay, so margin, so we can so there are some observations. If hyperplane is very close to the data point, okay, its margin must be small. Okay, then the hyperplane from data, if hyperplane is large, far away from the boundary point, then definitely margin will be larger. Okay, so you have to find optimal hyperplane which will be the biggest margin. Okay, what is our task? We have to find optimal hyperplane so that it will have the larger margin. So objective of SVM is what? To find the optimal separating hyperplane which maximizes the margin of training data. Okay, this is our objective. Okay, how to find optimal hyperplane so that the margin will be maximum. Okay, how to find optimal hyperplane so that margin will be maximized. Okay, so in my next slide I will explain with the computation of the optimal margin and hyperplane. Okay, for that we will need some basic concept about the vector. So just let's revise the introduction part of our SVM. Okay, SVM is what? The support vector machine. It comes under the supervised learning algorithm which is used for classification. Okay, why SVM is widely used? Because it has a less error rate. Okay, and one thing SVM have is that the kernel method. Okay, kernel method is a function which transforms non-linear data into higher dimension or linear separable form, so that it is easy to identify the hyperplane between the data points. Okay, generally we have a mapping function for that. And SVM, there is a concept of margin and hyperplane which divides the given data point into two different classes. Margin is nothing but the distance between the boundary points and the hyperplane. Okay, if boundary points are closer to the hyperplane, then margin is very small. If boundary points are far away from the hyperplane, then margin can be the bigger one. Okay, so what is aim of objective of SVM? We have to find optimal separating hyperplane which will maximize the margin for training data. Thank you.